So we have a really strong. I'm not gonna tell you the club. I'm gonna tell you a story because everybody sees these videos, right? I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. I'm trying to help you. But in order to help you, I want to tell you a real story. And it turns out it happened to a club, and I don't want the club to be embarrassed. They're learning. We're all learning. Okay, so that's the background of this. So the club has a pretty healthy email list, and they were having a big event. They have a really VIP speaker. I'm not going to tell you the speaker because that will kind of implicate who I'm talking about here. But just to say, really, really famous person going to speak. And they decided, well, it's not enough to have the famous person come. We're going to have to really hammer people. It was almost like the opposite of what you would normally do. If you have low-level people that nobody knows, you would hammer them to get them to come. But this club had really a famous person, and we're going to hammer them anyway. So you got this. You not only got an email every 2 days for the 6-week lead up or 2-month lead up. You got the same email with the same subject line. And here's what happened. People had signed up for the event, and in the process, because this club knows some tricks, given permission for email marketing, which allowed this overzealous meeting planner to send them the email again over and over again. And then about the 4th time, they're like, take me off your list. So the people that were interested in the event and gravitating toward the club, which is exactly how this is supposed to work, were pushing us away at the same time. Isn't that something? It gets better. The club wanted to have another event after that, but so many people had asked to be off the list that in order to be canned spam compliant, they were obligated to clean the list before they used it for the next event, which means the club couldn't properly market the next event because the email address was in the doghouse. A tangled web we weave, right? So the email has to be high quality. The people, they'll be understanding to a certain point, but if you just abuse the system or get lazy, that's probably, I think, what happens more often. Nobody abuses on purpose, but we get lazy and we think, oh, I'll just blow this. I don't have time to write another email. I'll just blow this one past them again. And that's when the unsubscribes start showing up. And that's your leading indicator that they're bored or they need to see something else from you or whatever. Interesting story, right? And that kind of illustrates how all of this kind of ties together and how it can blow up in your face if you don't know what you're doing. But it's easy to prevent. You just have to be diligent and vigilant.